It's pretty ingenious. You went into the machine and you got a lot of money and all this good stuff, and now all of a sudden you're angry with the machine that you made all your money. Oh, I see. Right. You have the house and everything now. Are you invested? You have a 401k? Oh, yeah. Well, of course, you're all taken care of. Nice. Kids are in private school. Good. How's your Lamborghini? Expensive to keep up. I'm not going to lie to you. I just bought a Tesla online with my my American Express points. I went to Alec Baldwin's house, and I got my Chase card, and I went to Samuel L. Jackson, and he gave me a Tesla, and it only cost me, I don't know, 180,000 cash plus financing. So I don't know. I'm probably paying about $360K for the car. So what were you asking me about the machine? Oh yeah, I'm totally against the machine. Yes. But the interview that we're doing right now, oh, of course, we're conducting it in my 5-bedroom home overlooking the canyon. Yes. Is that a preserve? Is Bambi and the rest preserved? Yes. Do I have exotic fish that were taken from the Asian Gulf? Yes. Did you? I never heard of an Asian Gulf. Well, that's how rare it can be. So what are you looking at me for? Like I'm not some... Well, you're hating a machine, yet you're immersed in all the things that the machine puts out. What exactly are you implying? It begins with an HYP. Oh, yes, Hippocrates. Well, yes, I am a healer. No, I was thinking more of the hypocritical oath. The oath where you go, I'm never going to let fame change me. I'm going to keep singing Fire and Rain, because James Taylor and me and Bob Dylan, we just want to sleep on a cot, because if the world can't be in love with itself, then say, you are the biggest cock and bull salesman. You are full of it. You're up to your knees in alligators here, buddy. You're lying. Lying. Whoa, I'll have you dismissed. You could have me dismissed. But since I'm just working on your head right now, I'm not really in the room. So calling security is not going to save you. Jesus Christ. Is that right? Oh, you're all against the machine now. I understand. It's too bad the machine hasn't been able to help Ferguson, Missouri. Maybe get the machine over to the Gaza Strip. Let those people start to hate the machine. These people can't get a one iron filing. They can't get one iron filing from the machine, to be honest with you. So I'm telling you, my grandfather's story is a cautionary tale. What's that? Well, if you know how to fix stuff, people will ask you to do it until you literally drop dead. He's in the ambulance. He's like, I think you need the shock absorber. He's in the hearse, and you hear in the coffin here, tap, tap, tap. You're like, Gramps, I know. He doesn't have enough pressure in that right tire. I know. And you tell the guy, do you need air in the tire? Yes. He goes, how does your grandfather's dead? That's how good he is. Hey, but he's dead back there in a coffin. I said, I know, but he's my grandfather. He's right, isn't he? He goes, I do need air in the front tire. I just can't believe that your grandfather... I said, look, I can't believe a lot of things. Just could we get air in the front tire so he would stop tapping? He's going to keep tapping. Your dead grandfather in the hearse? What do you want from me? Do you watch these things on the History Channel about space aliens? What do you want from me? Oh, yeah, okay, it didn't happen. Yeah, okay, no, trust me. It happened. It's just like Roswell. There's a million witnesses. They're all over the place. Think there's any shortage of people that know these stories? Believe me, these are not trade secrets. Ed Tyll Show. Boy, how nice to get away from the headlines. Jesus, God bless America. God bless Asia Minor. Isn't that what they call this joint? Do you remember that when you were a kid? Mesopotamia, Asia Minor. Yikes. So the guy got his head cut off. Does anybody now not want to wipe these people out? And not, I don't mean every Islam, not everybody who goes to a mosque, but everybody who hates us. What do you want to? How many people have to get beheaded? Daniel Pearl was beheaded a long time ago. That's nothing new.
Bring in some showers, gusty winds as well. There it is. It's not really changed much in organization today. We still think it's got a 70% chance of developing into a depression or a named storm during the next 5 days as it moves on off toward the west-northwest. But right now in the satellite pictures, steady she goes, really. I mean, there's scattered showers and storms here and there. We do have a flash flood watch out for now Puerto Rico and some of the adjacent islands. So we do anticipate significant rains across the region and some gusty winds.
I told you, pink shirt, right? Now, what do I know? Do I know who this guy's married to? I don't want to. I don't want to. But what is the deal with that being a style? It's a style to be an effeminate man. This is one of the things now that you can be. Would you like to be like Clint Eastwood? Not really. Would you like to be like Mickey Mantle? Not really. Like to be like the Beatles? Not really. I like to be like the guy on the Weather Channel.
We have right now is an open wave moving.
What guy on the Weather Channel? You know, the guy with the pink shirt and the half blonde hair.
Dicing their way to see if we have more than what I think is a pressure trough right now.
I want to put in pressure troughs. You know, it's like I want to move that map around. It's got such great colors and the circles and the hurricanes. Say, oh, Jesus, God, is this really what you want to do? Really? This is what you want to do? You're not kidding me. No, I'm...
It's Jen, back to you.
It's back to you. Oh, God. So what, are you going to go to meteorology school? Yes. You get to wear different outfits every day. When it's spring, I'll wear all shades of green. In the autumn, I'll wear all earth tones. In the winter, I'll wear happy paisleys to cheer up all the people stuck in their homes and shut-ins. I said, well, but you're doing the weather. You're not the weather person. You're not Aunt Millie. You're acting like Aunt Millie. Yes. Aunt Millie was great. She had such good recipes. What do you have in your pantry? Let me tell you, it's 85 outside and it's 100 inside that bottle of Cayenne soda. Have you tried the new Cayenne soda? It's so good. Oh my God. I took a bath in it last night. My skin. Not to mention everybody in my carpool. You know, you're not allowed to drive alone where I live. I live in a hyperbia. What's a hyperbia? You have to have a hybrid. You're not allowed to be alone in the car. You're not allowed to read or eat anything that's paper. You're not allowed to eat anything that's paper. Anything that comes in paper. Well, how is it supposed to come? In a reusable container? What are you talking about? Well, if you want to go down to the farm and there's a crate of eggs and you bring that crate home and you put the eggs in your fridge, then bring the crate back to the farmers that have the chickens, and then the cock crows in the morning, wakes everybody up, and they refill your crate. Now you're allowed to have eggs. You don't think that's a little extreme? What are you? Oh, sure. No, it didn't. Oh, of course not. No, global change-killing murder of species. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying. Do you know, when I first came to work here at the Weather Channel, they thought I could wear whatever color shirts I wanted to. Now you're like, what color's your shirt? And how do you feel about chickens being ground up by Colonel Sanders? Dude, could you take it easy? Sure. Go ahead. What other provocative questions are you going to use to twist my words into manipulate? Okay, I'll change the channel. Go to Wall Street. How I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl. So how do you like when they show a guy getting out of jail, and the first thing that's there when you get out of jail is a guy who's taking your picture, who's going to say, last time we saw so-and-so, he was entering. You say, but don't you want to give him a couple of days? Nope. The minute he walks out, we're right there. That's the way they do it. That's how they do it on the MTV. Isn't that song? That's a song. So Apple is holding above 100, but it's down a couple of cents. Andy Dean somewhere, I guess, is doubling down. I'm sure he's doubled his entire portfolio on Apple now that it's proved itself. After the split, it is above the split price if you add the split back together. You say, well, then why did they bother to split? Say, shut up, don't ask so many questions. But that sounds like a good question. That's a logical question. Oh, what do you know? All of a sudden, what are you, the expert in what's a logical question? Yeah, kind of. What are you, antagonistic to being asked? It sounds like you don't want anybody to ask anything. It sounds like you don't welcome the scrutiny of the transparency of it all. She's my favorite dancer on Friday night at the strip club, Scrutiny. I love her. She's half Thai and half pad Thai. You know. You know what pad Thai are noodles, just in case you don't get that. It was a pad Thai is a dish of noodles, and Thai, of course, is the one of the most beautiful of all of the cultures of the Far East. Ooh la la. Where's the guy from the Weather Channel? Listen, I wore my first pink shirt when I went to Bangkok. All right, that's enough out of you, Thailand. That's enough out of you, Thailand. Well, you know you're having a good day when no one new got killed that we know of. I don't even know what to say. The woman says, oh, it was a great night in Ferguson, only 6 arrests. So in spite of everything, people are still getting arrested. They just want to prove that they just won't do anything at all to turn it down. They just want to keep at it, man. They have an ox to gore. It's unbelievable. It's an axe to grind and an ox to gore. Do you know about those? They're both bad, but you know the difference, right? And you gore, and whose ox is being gored means who's really... Oh, you can see me holding the cigarette to the side. I was trying to keep the smoke out of the camera. I don't care if people see me smoking. I don't think anybody's going to start or stop smoking because of what I'm doing. I'm just trying to see if I can... yeah, I would like to see what that is. Thanks. You're such a good man. So T-Mobile stock is plummeting and now making a comeback. Oh, is that right? All right, let's see why.
Tyler?
Bertha, thank you very much. Crime, as the saying goes, doesn't pay. And as a former Aeropostale merchandising executive Christopher Finazzo found out, he's going to have to pay up big time after defrauding the company and taking more than $25 million
Look at this.
in kickbacks.
Aeropostale. What am I going to get rid of all my new boxer briefs? They make great underwear.
How are you?
Good.
You made $20 million.
You make great underwear. Why did you wind up in jail?
Deal $25 million more?
Really, this is crazy.
Yeah, but how greedy are you?
Here we go.
What do you have to say?
The answer is greedy enough that he was sentenced to 8 years in prison yesterday. He was also ordered to forfeit more than $25 million and pay the company $13.7 million in restitution for his crimes.
But honestly, the underwear is good.
A former famed infomercial pitchman is now behind bars.
A judge called him deceitful to the core. While being investigated for one scam, he was secretly building another, a massive pyramid scheme that moved more than $100 million and sucked in thousands of investors.
I see what's going on.
The promise? He would reveal the valuable secrets of the 1%.
There you go. Guy makes great underwear. Right away, he starts with the, cutting corners. And you're like, dude, just sell the good underwear. Everybody's got the label. I'm at the gym one day, and the guy's like, dude, he goes, you know about the Aeropostales? I go, no. He goes, yeah, man. He goes, you wearing those Michael Jordan Hanes? And he goes, yeah, you got to lose them right away. I go, what? He goes, Aeropostale. I go, what? He goes, look, I don't want to be personal, but you know what I'm talking about? It's the way they sit down there. I said, what? He goes, you know, you've heard of the Wonder Bra for women. I said, yes, unfortunately, called the padding, but he goes, no. It's a comfort for their boobs. It's comfort. He goes, the Aeropostales make your balls comfortable. More comfortable in a boxer brief than any other boxer brief. So I'm like, all right, they're mine. I'll get them. This song it's incredible because he got caught stealing after me and the guy in the song are like, my balls feel great. So I put them on, and I was so impressed. I said to my assistant, who buys all my clothes for me, I said, would you mind ordering directly from this Aeropostale guy? He's under indictment, but I think I know what law he broke. The underwear he makes are illegally comfortable. It's against the law for your balls to feel this good in boxer briefs from this guy. How about that? I said, that's amazing, isn't it? And they're like, I don't know. How do your balls feel? I said, my balls think it's amazing. I mean, it really is good. I never knew what women meant when they were always talking about the Wonder Bra. Oh, the Wonder Bra is so comfortable. Oh, it's so, they don't get bounced around. And I'm like, whatever. They're in something. I'm walking around with boxers for years, and it's nothing. Every time the police come by with one of those stun grenades, you're getting slammed into one thigh, and then the G-forces got you flying. It's no good. So Aeropostale puts out a memo one day, and the guy is like, look, I may be a risky financier, but I know something about how comfortable a man's balls ought to be in boxer shorts. And they're like, oh, come on. What kind of... And you're like, watch. And like me, they put them on. You put on one pair. Now, they're boxer briefs, right? So you're going to get some protection, in the upper thigh, which is good. Some people are like, dude, the way the world is full of air pollution, go with the boxer briefs, right? You put them on, your balls go nuts. Right away, your balls are like, what in God's name is going on? What did you do? And you're like, I didn't do anything. This is an Aeropostale boxer brief, and I've never had one of these things before. It's incredible. And your balls are like... incredible. Your balls are like, this is amazing. We're not going back to any... Try putting us back in those Hanes. Michael Jordan's got no tag. Tag, schmag. We're staying in Aeropostales. As far as my balls are like, you have one choice. I said, what's my choice? And my balls say, here's your options are.
Show. He's Ed Tyll.
Your choice is to either never buy another pair of underwear and wash these every day, take a shower, make sure your balls are clean, make sure this underwear is clean, and then we'll be comfortable for the rest of our lives. Or maybe choice B, more attractive, buy more Aeropostale boxer briefs. Because these are insanely comfortable, and where your balls... I'm reading this, and I'm like, I cannot believe that my balls can type. And they sent me an email. And there you go. There's an attachment of my balls. They put a selfie on there. There's a picture of my balls demanding these underwear. So now I feel like I don't have a leg to stand on in my argument. I'm like, all right, so I go to the Michael Jordan underwear. You're out. Goodbye. See ya. I was going to sell them on Craigslist, but they're like, nah, don't make us do that. Just put us out of our misery. I said, why? You never know, a poor person. You guys are relative. They said, please. I said, all right. So I got rid of them, and now I got one Aeropostale boxer brief in my drawer. It's looking up at me, and it's like, do you realize the pressure this puts both of us under? I said, I do. I said, I'm used to grabbing one of you guys every day in a 2-second event. And now it's like, who's ready and who's... I can't wash you every night. Wait, I'm gonna start the washing machine? What are you, crazy? Barack Obama will be on me like with the ecology police. It'll be global warming violation. The whole European Union will be out on the lawn. No good. So you're going to have to buy more underwear. Well, how do I get to Mr. Aeropostale? I said, I'll tell you what. Right now, the pressure's on you. He's like, yeah. I said, why don't you go find a few other ones like yourself and talk them into coming over here? I'll leave the drawer open. If I come back tomorrow morning and there's 4 or 5 in there, I'm willing to put you guys into a rotation like an NBA team. And I said, frankly, you might want to use baseball because there's 9 men on the field. Get it? If the laundry is late once, from its weekly cycle, you want to have a backup in your department. I don't have to explain to you. You're the one who does that job. You're the one who knows. You're the one who knows better than I what it's like. Now that my balls are totally in love with how comfortable you've made them in your Aeropostale. And you're like, the guy just got arrested. Are there any in the warehouse? Oh, yeah, there's plenty. I should just get him out of the warehouse before they indict him. Get him out of the warehouse quick before the feds get their hands on him. Just like, remember that episode of Elaine in Seinfeld? She was using the sponge, and they were taking it off the market from a scandal. And she went to every pharmacy in town, and she bought out every sponge. So my Aeropostale boxer briefs had to go out on their own and talk other boxer briefs in the same size, lure them into my bedroom drawer. I left the drawer open so he could get them in there, and then I'll slam the door shut, and that's it.
So come on, everybody.
I should say I'll slam the door, then the drawer. First I'll lock him in the apartment, then I'll lock him into my...
Sit on no fence.
No, I don't sit on the fence. When my balls send me a memo about we're comfortable, this is the right underwear, and I said, if the guy is in jail, just get whatever inventory is available before the court seizes it.
Man, if you can't see the world out there, you better watch out. Ed Tyll strip you bare. Come on.